This is a quick one on 2K, 2K products. When I first started doing paint and body work, I kept hearing 2K this, 2K that, 2K primer, and I didn't know what 2K meant. Well, 2K means two parts, just two different components. I don't know why they call it 2K instead of two-part, but they do. This is a 2K primer. You got your primer, and then you've got a hardener that you add to it. So two parts, 2K. This stuff here, this is the hardener. You're going to hear it referred to by different names. It's going to be called, you're going to hear hardener, you're going to hear activator, you're going to hear catalyst, you're going to hear all kinds of stuff. But that's what 2K means, is there's two specific products, two things you need to mix together before you spray it on the car. So this is a 2K primer. This right here, this is a 2K paint. Same kind of thing. You got your paint, and then it mixes with reducer at whatever ratio the manufacturer recommends. So you're going to mix that up before you spray it on the car. You cannot use any of these products on their own. They've all got to be mixed with something. So that's what 2K means. One thing I want to bring up real quick and show you guys is how much this stuff shrinks. Everything that you put on the car, the primer, the paint, the clear coat, anything that you put on the car shrinks as it dries. So here's some primer in the bottom of this cup. You can see how much that shrank. This was just some shit that I had left over, just sat in the bottom of the cup and dried. I've measured it. The cup is 3.5 inches at the bottom. That chunk of primer at the bottom is 2 3/4. So it shrank approximately 3/4 of an inch, which is approximately 20%. So you want to try to make sure that this is done shrinking before you move on to the next step. You don't want this to be shrinking and changing size underneath your paint. You don't want your paint to be shrinking and changing size underneath your clear. So how you know is when you buy this stuff, it should come with a tech sheet. You should get a data sheet that comes with this. If your paint supplier doesn't give you a data sheet with it, you can go on the internet and find the data sheet, find the tech sheet. The tech sheet is going to give you a minimum dry time. On this particular product right here, the minimum dry time is 8 hours. So after I spray this on the car, I can walk up to it in a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, and touch it, and it'll be dry to the touch. So no, it won't come off on your fingers. It'll be ready to go. But it's not ready to go because I haven't waited my 8 hours. And they want you to wait that 8 hours because they want it to get done doing that. You don't want it to shrink underneath the paint. So follow the tech sheet, follow the tech data, and you'll have much better results than you will if you don't. So here's some paint, same kind of thing. You can see how much that shrank in the cup. I've measured this one as well. Bottom of the cup again is 3.5 inches. The paint is 3 inches, so it shrank about a half an inch, which again is less than the primer, but is still significant. So all that stuff shrinks. So by following the dry times on the tech sheet, that's going to help you get better results, because the product that you put on the car is going to be done changing size before you move on to the next step. So anyway, that's the scoop on that.